Dr. Nerenberg's Mind-Body Workout System.
Welcome, 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 my dear brothers and sisters. It's an honor, a privilege to have this opportunity to bring to you very important understandings and knowledge and inspirations that will uplift your life and add to your health. The title of today's lecture is Power Sugar for a Power Heart. Power Sugar for a Power Heart. Power sugar is comprised of xylitol, D-ribose, and B12, the amazing three. It's a delicious blend. I have a patent on that blend. It took me 6 years to get the patent, and then another 2 years to work out the packaging and promotional materials and really work out the fine points so that I can bring this to you and your loved ones. So Dr. Nerenberg's Power Sugar comes in different packages, this being one form, and I'll show you how I use it in different forms this evening. Keep a pen and paper nearby because we're going to go over certain knowledge and information that you're not going to want to forget. Let's look at the components of power sugar and let's look at how the heart functions. Firstly, your heart is working 24/7. It never stops. As long as you're alive, your heart is beating. So its needs are incredible. What does it particularly need to function? What is one incredibly important aspects? Well, it needs adenosine triphosphate. Let me say it again. Your heart needs adenosine triphosphate, known as ATP for short. Mitochondria cells are in the heart, in the brain. All tissue have mitochondria because it's the mitochondria that burns the ATP in the presence of oxygen for fuel. So without ATP, your heart could not function. All your energy systems couldn't function. Digestion, reproduction, movement, nothing would work without the ATP. Well, let's look how you make ATP. It's adenosine triphosphate. So you have adenosine connected with three energy bonds to phosphate molecules. Well, the adenosine is made of adenine and the ribose. Adenine and what? Ribose. So without ribose, without the D-ribose, which is plentiful in the power sugar, you won't have ATP. Now what happens as the bond, see there are high energy bonds that link the adenosine to the phosphate molecules, the three phosphate molecules. And as the bond is activated, energy is released. And the myofibrils shortening. The myofibrils are made of actin and myosin, so they shorten. And that's how you get the contraction in terms of moving the arms, the neck, but also for the heart to contract. You get the contraction. Without the heart contracting, we can't live. It pumps all the oxygen to the brain, to all the cells in the body, pumps the nutrition to all the cells. So then you have adenosine triphosphate that becomes adenosine diphosphate, when another bond is then released, that becomes adenosine monophosphate. Then the ATP is built through two different pathways. One where you build up new ATP, and the other is where you salvage what's left from the old and rebuild it from there. Two pathways. Now here's one thing about it. ATP cannot be carried in your bloodstream into the cells. It cannot pass the blood-cell barrier. So you have to manufacture the ATP in your cells. To do that, you have to have enough ribose. Well, the good news is your body manufactures ribose, as it does the xylitol. It's a natural 5-carbon sugar, C5H10O5, as opposed to the 6-carbon sugars that we get from photosynthesis from plants, which is C6H12O6. That gives you an idea of how important it is to have the D-ribose part, so the heart can keep contracting all the time. Now, When you're very active, you're using up the ribose at a very accelerated rate. And you regenerate new ribose very slowly, very slowly. That's why you want to supplement with the D-ribose. So this power sugar, if you're diabetic, you must have the power sugar. It's absolutely essential. It's not just diabetic friendly, it's diabetic healthy. You need it. And if you don't have diabetes, you're just normal individual, you must have also the power sugar. For a power heart, you have to have it. And I'm going to tell you ways that happens.